The college experience is unlike any other. Young men and women experience freedom, make friends, discover who they are, and learn to be a working member of society. The American college experience is highly coveted. Students around the world vie to learn English by studying at American universities. At Marshall University in Huntington, West Virginia, international students find a home away from home in the hills of Appalachia. Meet Lee Pushi.
What's up, guys? Oh, okay.
A Chinese international student at Marshall University, Pushi lives in Gibson Hall on Marshall's campus in a suite with other Chinese classmates. Pushi lives more than 7,000 miles away from home, but he has made adaptations to make himself feel a little more at home here in the States.
Oh no, I don't want to shoot. No, you won't publish there, right? You just use it in your class, right?
What?
You just use it in the class.
I think it's interesting that you don't use your mattress.
Yeah.
You don't use the bed.
It's too soft, I think. I want some hard.
The two reasons. The first reason is because the bed is very, very loud. When I'm just sitting there, they make the get that noise, and I don't like that noise. And the second reason is too soft, because I don't. In China, we said that if the bed is too soft, it's bad for your weight. Like if you, or when you are a teenager or you are grow up, your body's grow up. If you sleep in the too soft match, it's bad for your health. And so I have this habit. So I just separate my back and put the data stuff put to the living room. Just put it there. Yeah, and I talked to my RA, that's illegal. Yeah.
Pushi's day-long journey to the United States from China began August 21st, 2013. At first, being in a foreign country was daunting, but he quickly began to adjust with the help of his classmates, teachers, and friends.
In the first 4 days, I don't know any Chinese. I don't know any Chinese people, and all speak English, and it's very hard to communicate in the first few days because I haven't used to communicate with English. At that feel really shocked, and it's a bit hard, but it become better after a week. It's become better. But some people are very kind, and like my RA, she helps me a lot. And after that, I have my classmate, and there's some Chinese people there. It's just used to it. After the first few days, it become better. It's much better. Because in the intro program, that's all the foreign students there, and they try to use English to communicate. Like we can understand each other. It's fantasy. I don't know, but we speak English not in a very good way, but we can understand each other. I don't know why, and that makes the things better. I think that because you can see that someone just like you.
Into is a company that has a relationship with Marshall University. It's a private-public partnership where we work in assisting Marshall with recruiting and supporting international students who are studying English. So we have 3 different programs that we offer. General English, Academic English, and Pathway programs. Our General English and Academic English folks are just here in the U.S. studying English. So they go through all their courses here at N2 Marshall and they study English predominantly. That's it. Our Pathway students are studying both degree-seeking programs with the U.S. and English at the same time. So they may be an engineering major taking first-year engineering classes and also taking English classes at the same time to really refine those skills. It's one thing to be able to speak English fluently and be able to write in English. It's a totally different thing to be able to speak English and write in English in an academic setting because the standards are just really different. So we work with those students to make sure that they have what they need.
My major is engineering, And now I'm studying English, and then I will study pathway program. This is for 2 semesters, I think. And after I finish the pathway program, I will go to Marshall to study, like the normal student, to study a master's degree here.
We really work with our students to try to make sure from the moment they get here they have support to help navigate some of those things, like finding a cell phone store and getting the SIM card that they need to make their phone work correctly, to being able to find the grocery store and navigating an American grocery store, because it's different than a lot of their grocery stores.
I want to have different life experience than my classmates in China, because I think that people should see more different things as much as possible, and you can understand each other, and you can understand different people well if you have seen a lot of things like life experience. I think that's very important to a person. So I'm very glad to study America, because it's a total different culture and different language, different everything here.
Meet Brandy Griffin. Griffin is an ESL instructor for Marshall University's Into program.
So it can kind of to bend or to lean. Yeah, good. Today the focus was a number of things. We're working on paraphrasing skills, taking information that they have read and putting it in their own words, simplifying the vocabulary, yet still retaining the main idea and a lot of the original information. This way they're getting some of the details as well, and it helps them to put the information in their own words. And that also helps them avoid things like plagiarism in the future in the university.
I think the fact that we work in groups here helped me also to communicate to other people, to work in group, not just like individually, like I'm for myself, not like this, but like to care also about like the good of other people, like the good of the group.
I like to let them work in groups. I like to let them collaborate and share ideas, and it gives them a chance to do a little bit of extra speaking in English. And if they're just sitting there working silently, there's not a lot of interaction going on, and this uses a different part of their brain, I think.
Teachers sometimes are more informal here. That's why like it's sometimes make it more like, yeah, I said like enjoyable sometimes. More enjoyable, more funny, but like doesn't mean funny that it's like in hard for education, for academic purpose, but it's still the teachers here like they teach you, but like in very interesting way, interactive way.
I think for a lot of them, they do have that fear that they're going to say the wrong thing and people might laugh at them or think that they're very strange. And then a lot of cultures, for a lot of the students, it's just, you just don't question the teacher, you accept everything, you just don't talk back. You sit, you absorb, you memorize, and that's it. And we like to try to break them out of that a little bit because it's so very different from the American style. So this is, again, kind of a bridge for them to kind of, you know, get over the gap between their culture, that education system, and the American system, and social life. So what about December? Do you have anything special in December if you don't have Christmas, if you don't celebrate Christmas typically? Okay. So you have a holiday for that, so it's the same. You know, I try to work in groups as much as possible. I try to get the students to work with different people as much as possible because I want them to realize that part of the language process is, well, it's making mistakes, and they shouldn't be afraid to do it because, at least in my classroom, nothing bad's going to happen to them if they mess up. We're going to help them fix the mistakes.
Meet Akira Uchida. Uchida is a sports administration major studying in the United States through the Into program. He is also interested in broadcasting and has found a place on the sports team at Marshall University's student radio station.
It's a 2 minute and a half break and then scoreboard update. Is that okay with you guys?
Even though I'm not that talkative, against WMUL staff, but they tried to communicate with me, so like I need to talk to them. It's like kind of like a motivation to me. Like every day I come here, okay, let's talk to somebody today, and then, you know, start like introducing yourself, start introducing like who you are, and like every single week at a sports meeting, of course, even though I don't understand everything, it's like for me it's like everything it's like a learning process, like talking to a lot of sports staff, listening to a meeting very carefully. Everything is a learning process, and this has been a great opportunity for me, and I'm glad that I'm here right now. I'm very happy. I don't have those Native American accent. I have experience living in America, but it has been a long time. So when I read the script, I was come up to my mind is like, can I pronounce this correctly or something? And you know, the R and the L, that's what the most Asians have struggled. So I don't want to screw up the broadcasting team. It has been very slow, but I think I build it up, some trust against a lot of people around WMUL, and I think that helped me a lot going out of shell. But yeah, I'm still nervous. I got to be honest, I'm still nervous.
Scores and news throughout the nation. Now back to the WMUL studios and the Scoreboard's host.
Good evening and welcome everybody to the WMUL Halftime Scoreboard Update. I am your host, Akira Uchida. Coming off his spectacular performance in Friday's 59-28 East Division clinching win over East Carolina, it's no surprise that Marshall defensive end Gary Thompson took home a couple of honors Monday.
I always get nervous. Can I pronounce that correctly? Did I pronounce it? His name well? Am I doing it right? Time management, all that kind of stuff. That always gets me very nervous.
That will do it for the WMUL Scoreboard Update. After a quick break, we will be back live for the second half action at inside the Camp Henderson Center for women's basketball game. For your WMUL Scoreboard Update, I'm Akira Uchida.
There's a horrifying abomination in the eyes of God. I get a lot of questions from my victims about my taste in music.
You didn't make me lose my job, you're so dang good.
The wretches are actually just gouging in vain to find some modicum of humanity beneath my hideous exterior so that they may talk.
Sorry, my hands are still shaking, okay.
My taste in music is about
You're gonna make me lose my job, you're so good.
Oh, but my music would...
Thanks, man. That's, I cannot say anything. I'm sorry.
Jazz and alternative, blues and gospel and everything.
I don't know why. Maybe that's just a compliment that they gave me to encourage me. One of those stuff. But it really means a lot to me since I'm the only Asian around here.
I like to do themes when I can. For Halloween, I had a lot of Halloween themed things for the students, and I did a little bit of the same type of activity for Thanksgiving as well, because it's another reason I like to do that is because they get a chance to kind of learn a little bit more about American culture, and with this particular reading, it brought in other cultures as well, and also some history, and I like to do that because I think it helps them make a more real-world connection to the material, and it keeps them from getting too bored, I hope.
I celebrated the Halloween and Thanksgiving. I celebrated and I learned it during I celebrate that.
It's really rewarding to know that our students are having a great time here. We believe in Marshall, and we believe what Huntington has to offer, and we believe that this is a great place to study and live. So for us, we really want to highlight all the great things that we have and make students feel really comfortable.
I'm thankful for Marshall, I'm thankful for family, I'm thankful for Intu, and I'm thankful for making a new friends here.
I am thankful for everything I have, my family, especially my mom, my friends, my teacher, and I'm very happy to be here.
I thank for my family and my teachers and all my friends. I think my sister and my teachers and my friend.
I am thankful for friendly and nice people here.
I'm thankful for being here and for have meet everybody so friendly and for being into too and for being great in the classes and for everything here. I was so surprised with USA and I'm so thankful because I am fine now and I'm grateful for this.
We're having our first class of students here in a couple weeks who will be graduating to go into the university and study programs there. And that it is a little bit sad to know that we're going to be, some of the students won't be leaning on us as much for support, but it's also really gratifying to know that the students are being successful in the classroom, they're mastering their English skills, so they'll be able to succeed at the university level. And the training wheels have come off maybe a little bit. They don't need us. They know what they're doing. We're always here, of course, if they have questions or they want additional support down the road.
Yeah, I miss home. I really miss home because I adaptate very fast, but like I still miss home. Miss food of my mother, my father, my friends that always like I feel so comfortable with them.
It's about the experience because here America is a free country. So everyone can have their own style. They can do whatever they want, even there's illegal. If there's illegal, they can do whatever they want. I think this is about American culture because when I come to America, I met your guys is very kind. It's because in China there's people I think it's so busy or something, but in America if you have some questions or have some problems, you ask the people just pass you and they will stop and they will help you to solve the problem, give some advice. And like my RA and the teacher even there's not in their class just after class or I just sit in the campus. If I have some question, I can ask them and they will give me a very specific detail about the answer and tell me what to do and how can I do my things. I think it made me feel like home.